classic rock.
If you haven't checked out Late Night Health, it's a great show. It's on a little late for me, but
It's late night.
it's a fantastic show. Lots of good information can make you all healthy and stuff.
Just by listening.
Just by listening.
No need for medication. Just listen.
None at all. It is 6:48. You're listening to Tahoe on this 2 for Tuesday morning, coming off Memorial Day weekend, and it is that magical time again.
It is. Chris Bragg, South Tahoe Stand-Up Paddle, and I'll tell you what, we are the day before the biggest, the most exciting Wednesday nights ever to hit the water here in South Lake Tahoe. Wednesday night sub-series starts tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. Chris, tell us about it.
Yeah, I can't wait. We've got it all prepared. We've got our menu set. We're going to have chicken primavera pasta, veggie primavera pasta, what else? Fruit salad and regular salad, water, soda, all that. We got podiums, trophies, music, swag. Should be a good time.
It sounds like a great time, and I know you. It's kind of funny, Jen. Everybody that calls into the show always starts off with food because that's the first thing he says. The menu is set, and all of a sudden everybody's like, "Oh,
That's a pretty fancy menu."
that is a fancy menu."
Well, we got the #2 chef at Harrah's is going to be feeding us, so.
Rock on.
He might be #2 at Harris, but he's #1 in our hearts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. So Wednesday night upstairs, and I was just talking about someone with this the other day. We're at Base Camp Pizza, and a guy walked up and he goes, "Hey, the paddleboard thing, when's it start?"
Oh, yeah, that did happen.
We're talking about that. We're not making this up. So we're talking, and I said, "Hey, it's Wednesday night." He's all like, "Great." He's like, "I hear about it all the time, and you guys are talking about it all the time. So tell me about it." And it's not. He was kind of intimidated because he thought it was just for racers, and I'm like, "No. Chris, it's for everybody, correct?"
Yeah, that's right. Everybody. My saying is grandmas to babies and everyone in between. It really is for everybody. Everybody.
I was telling him, Jim, we were talking, we said there's a 3-year-old that went out and just raced around. It's just for fun. There's different categories. There's different levels. I mean, they even have like the really, really low level, like the media division, which is like beginning. But I mean, it's a division I need to be in. We were all with the kids. No, but the kids are above our level. But it's just a fun time for everybody to come out. And I'll tell you what, even if you're not into paddling that night, just come out and watch, because not only you have the #2 chef at Harrah's going to be there cooking up some great grub, but I mean, it's just fun to watch everybody.
How about Middlebrook? What about him? He's a media man.
He is, and he is going to represent Tahoe this year. We haven't told him yet, but we're going to sign him up. We're going to give him the #1. We're going to put him out there.
He could win Most Awesome trophy, too. That is a possibility.
He wins Most Awesome every day with us, you know what I'm saying? But he's a little intimidated by John Tomaselli.
Oh, yeah, well, I don't know. John Tomaselli's like 60 going on 17 or something. He's not a Waikiki Beach boy, he's a lake boy.
He is. And, I mean, rumors getting out. I mean, I have a feeling he's going to take the entire series this year. He's been out there practicing in front of Paul's house. I mean, Paul's been talking about it, so Paul's a little intimidated by John.
Yeah. Well, there's no reason to be intimidated. The water's nice today. It's really nice. It's going to be a beautiful week.
There's not a lot of wind to affect the race whatsoever.
Yeah, I think we're headed into good weather again.
I think so. It looks that way. So races kick off at 5:45. You got to be there by 5:30 to start getting registered and stuff like that. Correct, Chris?
Yeah, 5:30 is good to get there a little early. Registration actually opens up at 5:45. 6:15 riders meeting, and then the race starts promptly at 6:30. The fast people usually takes just about a half an hour, and then slower people just about an hour, under an hour to finish the course. And
I think last year Tony Tanzeri actually broke the record for the most amount of time spent in one race. He was out there for like 3.5 days.
He made it though, as long as you finish.
We had to send the Coast Guard after him. No, we didn't really, but no, it was a lot of fun. And then that takes a half an hour to an hour, and it's just fun to get out there. It's good exercise and a lot of fun being on the water with a lot of your closest friends. And we are working on that water balloon launcher still, Chris, right?
Yeah, that's still in the works. Still engineering that, and we got a NASA engineer working on it for us.
NASA engineers, definitely. But we're going to have a big podium. You're you're going to give away trophies for all the different divisions. Tell us about all the different divisions.
Okay, so there's men and women's 14 foot. There's also men and women's 12-6 division. This year we're going to make another division, a surfboard class, which is 12 foot and under for surfboard style boards. Planing holes.
All the surfboarders, right?
Well, if you have a displacement hole, it's usually a little faster board, better glide. So
that was my question. If we could differentiate what these different board lengths, why?
Okay.
What do they do?
So you have planing holes which look like surfboards, designed to catch waves, carve, turn. Those are generally 12 foot and under, not always, but that's kind of the standard. And then from there you have displacement holes that are shaped in the nose like a ship or a canoe where it splits the water. And those are race boards and touring boards. So, and they're usually 12'6" up to 18, 19 foot unlimited versions.
And last year the surfboards had to race against those guys.
Yeah, exactly.
That's last year.
Yeah, so we're just trying to split the divisions up, make it a little more fun for everyone. And then last year it was just basically Grom division, kids, and then it went boys and girls Groms, and then it went 14 and under Groms, and I think we're going to have to split the kids up again, so, because you can't have an 8-year-old competing against a 14-year-old. And then the other one is when older people, 50, and you're competing against someone who's 25, it's kind of rough. But
nobody, you know what? Last year, everybody was having so much fun. They didn't care.
Yeah, it's not so much about that. It's just about getting out there, participating. And the one thing that I really enjoy about the races is that you go out there and you kind of give it your all. And you wouldn't normally do that when you're just out for a paddle. It's a little tougher. Once you start running with the horses, you just can't hold back.
Running with the horses.
Yeah.
And then you got Joshua Brackett out there spinning circles around. You're really rubbing it in your face.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right?
A lot of people, though, you got to hand it to a lot of people showed up last year, had never paddled before, ever. We gave them a mini lesson, got them aboard, sent them out, and they did the race first time out. So it's pretty easy. You can challenge yourself, and it's all about your level, what level you're at. Just go for it.
See that, Jen? You should represent Tahoe.
Yeah, I could do that. We'll see.
They could buy you a board and sticker it up like NASCAR Tahoe board.
I think that'd be great. My dad's a NASCAR fan. I'm trying to convince him that would be a good idea. Because I'm, trying to appeal to that whole sponsorship thing that.
What would your number be? What number would you pick?
Number 1.
No, I'd be number 23.
Oh, 23.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan?
No. Is that what his number is?
I don't know. Number 23.
No, it's a good number.
So, Jen's going to represent us this year. I'm really excited about this. This is going to be great.
Okay.
All right, we signed up. We already got our participant for Tahoe. There she is.
I won't fall in, right?
No,
Don't
guaranteed.
tell you the story again.
Won't fall
I
in.
know. I just like the accent when he tells the story.
Well, Chris, tomorrow is the day. We're all really excited about it. Get there around 5:30. Races start immediately at 6:30. Hopefully we see everybody out there to enjoy it. El Dorado Beach, a great setting. I think this is just going to top last year's races. We had 100 people at the end of the year last year. Hopefully we'll start off with that amount.
Yeah, we'll see. I think it has to do a lot with school's not out yet, and when the weather really warms up, that's when everybody starts thinking of water.
And the water temperature's not that bad. There's a ton of people swimming over the weekend in the snow.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, for sure. No, really, there's people out here swimming all weekend. With the beach was packed. People with hoodies and jackets and sweats and gloves and mittens. It was just, it was pretty funny. Sitting on the beach with blankets and hoodies, sweatshirts, jackets. It just was kind of funny, but everybody's just dying for summer. They wanted to be at the beach.
So true. All right, so who's your favorite to win the entire race tomorrow there, Chris Brackett? Let us in on a little secret.
Oh, man, that's a tough one. There's some pretty good paddlers out there.
Yeah.
Maybe Mike Gabor, he's a good one to watch out for. and then also Tom Gant, and Sue Norman just got the fastest board on the planet. She's trying to take Julianne down, I think, this year. Really, it's going to be some good camaraderie, good competition, I think.
There's a few to watch out for right there. Chris, thanks for calling in this morning.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks, Chris. It is going to be a lot.